Immortality severed.
Oh, fuck.
Congrats, Woolie. Well, was that the best fight?
That was pretty rad. It relied on 4 phases, though. It's the
build up.
Yeah, the fight is rad. The final phase is super sick, but it's definitely the endurance run more than the fight.
Mm-hmm.
You know, any of those gathered that any 3 of those phases, or even 2 of those phases, is a lot less to worry about with your resources. But it's the fucking 4 back-to-back exam that you get put into is that's the pressure there, you know. It's a rush, essentially.
A bus rush.
A little bit. Fucking sick. Fuck yeah.
The battle memory.
How cool is that? Turns out the coolest character in the game is the last boss.
Oh.
Nice.
Who would have thought?
At his peak, Isshin Ashina devoted himself to deadly conflict in pursuit of strength, single-minded killing machine of a man. Dragon Flash, combat art that performs a high-speed cut from a sheathed stance, charged to send out shockwaves. Ah, okay. In his younger years, Isshin was a devil with the sword, spending his days in pursuit of life and death combat. He often ruminated on how a cut should be made, but his blade always moved first.
So if you get close to
Gauntlet of Strength. He defeated many extraordinary foes, who can now be faced in a memory in a series of consecutive battles. Yeah, okay.
this is basically
this is boss rush.
Yeah.
Gauntlet of Strength can be accessed by the Sculptor's Idol menu. Confronting memories of past is akin to discovering new possibilities. Vast sense of conflict may afford a new state of mind. So that menu looks like it was added later.
So I believe this is when you want to back up your save, because if you get close to Kuro, that's when you get to select the ending.
Am I actually saved right here, though?
Yeah, if you quit from here, you will come back here. Exactly where.
Where is Kuro standing?
Behind you. There, you see it? That thing.
That.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So if I go to the exit and sit down,
Sure.
If I go to the exit and sit down, it'll avoid the ending.
Sure.
Because quitting.
Quitting will get you back right here, right where you're standing.
Yeah. You know what? Let's not even walk. Let's just do that. It'll save right here.
Yeah.
Yeah. Totally. Yeah. There's no reason to sit down. Heartbeat normal. It was racing a little at the end there. In that final 5 seconds of like do or die.
It was those moments I didn't want to say anything.
Yeah. No, exactly. Yeah. No. Those are the moments of, hey, yo, shut the fuck up.
Shut the fuck
up. Shut your fucking mouth. Okay. So, I was really expecting 2-3 phases of Genichiro there and lightning abounds, you know, but I did not expect Isshin to come crawling out of him.
It was just a red herring.
So the idea might be that Isshin already consumed his pathway to immortality and like was born from the mortal blade set, the alternate mortal blade severing.
Yeah, but you know what? I don't understand.
Wacky wild shit.
Yeah, wacky wild shit.
But that's cool. And come to think of it, someone ignorant did spoil it, but it didn't make sense to me
at the time.
Yeah, so I didn't register that the person was implying Isshin was the final boss. Someone said something that was like, like it was. I think, like I said, like, oh yeah, I want to make it to Genichiro or whatever I said, and then someone like corrected me.
Aww.
And I was like, I don't, whatever. Anyway, you know. But yeah, fuck you, whoever you were. You dumbass. So yeah, now we should be able to just take our selection.
Oh, to be fair, you might have mistaken from the Shura ending where Ishin is also the last boss.
No.
No? Oh, okay.
He's bleeding out. But kneel. Just kneel before him. Yeah. So
yeah. I think the best ending is the third one. So just go one by one, I suppose. I guess.
Darkness and silence in the night.
You can have him die too. Just close, leave.
You can just walk. That's true too. So this is good, better, best.
Yeah. Probably.
Prey slaughtered. Omigoto Sekiro.
Oi. Hey. He's the new sculptor.
That's no good. They implied what that would be bad. That old lady was like, hey man, don't do that. That's 5 to 10.
やはりあなたが持っていてください。また新しい忍びが力を求める時が来るでしょう。
Okay.
For the next generation.
So the cycle ending. Yeah.
Pretty straightforward.
That's always a like potential sequel setup when you or a new game plus setup, you know? There's games where like your cycle ending kind of is like, let's find a way to make new game plus canonical. Which is cool. I don't mind that, you know? You don't have to go that far, but it's cool when you kind of like, you know.
I like it when the twist, like I'm not saying it's happening here, but the twist is that actually the sculpture is you in the future.
Yeah, sure. Yeah. No, if you find a way to bring it all together.
No, I believe if you say no and then you go back to
it'll just
the stage,
spit you back out.
You can just choose the next ending.
Yeah, let's check. If you choose to start playthrough 2 now, you may do so by accessing the large sculptor's idol in the dilapidated temple. Although... Oh. Memories left behind by another concentrate on these inmost regrets or obsessions at the sculptor's idol to change the wolf's appearance. No effect on ability. The memory of a shinobi that once served as Shina. It is accomplished by a debt of gratitude to the one who took his arm and graced him with the name Sekiro.
Sekiro.
So you can
Change your look.
cosplay as Ishin. Memories, regrets, obsessions left by another, harboring these innermost thoughts as a sculptor's idol. At a sculptor's idol will allow the wolf to alter his form, and through doing so, they will have no bearing on his ability to take charge of another's regret. Is but a fleeting thing after all. Changing form has been unlocked. The change form menu allows you to alter your appearance based on the memories of another in your possession. Alright, 3 times, just to make sure you got it. Gauntlet of Strength. Wow, look at this menu. This is a lot bigger. Yeah, big old bonfire menu. So, change form. Okay.
Try your new move that you just learned from Ishin. The dragon something.
Wait, no, that's not Ishin.
No, that's I believe that's the armor of the sculptor.
Oh, this is the young sculptor.
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool.
Well, I think so. I might be wrong. I'm just how do you say this?
Does the sculptor call you Sekiro in the beginning of the game?
No, the Ishin is the first person who gave you the Sekiro
And
name.
that's why I assumed it would be Ishin, because I remember the moment that I was like, oh, they said the title of the game. And it was like when you meet Ishin in the Tengu mask and he goes, Sekiro. And I was like, hey, he said it. So then when it says he gave him the name, I thought that's what was going on.
Yeah, I believe
Sekiro.
Sekiro. That's the name.
Oh, when the fuck did that happen? I don't.
Just a moment ago. When you were you said Sekiro when we read it.
No, but sorry. I mean, when did have we heard the name Sekiro in the game?
No,
earlier?
this is the first time.
This is the first time we heard the name Sekiro, right?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
All right.
It ties up the to the when I talk about the sake drinking and everybody knew each other, so that the sculpture was the previous shinobi.
Gotcha. Okay. So that would be making reference to the orangutan then.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, that's cool. Let's try out.
Yeah.
Which was it? Dragon Flash.
Yeah.
One for 3. 2. Oh, do I not get a second one there? I can quick draw it.
Or hold.
Or hold. Okay, I only get 1. Same cost. Okay. So in theory,
If you travel to
I also have the memory which I can use to power up there.
yeah.
Sekiro is not a new detail. You heard it back in the original playthrough years ago.
Okay. Long time ago. Don't remember.
Way more shinobi. Way less samurai. Maybe not.
Get closer, maybe? Yeah, we don't see him.
Nope. This is empty world.
Well then,
This is NG and like final state.
right? So guess you have to load your save file.
Okay.
Okay.
It's nice, of course, to have the ability to decide to stay in end state or not.
Yeah, because they let's say you didn't defeat all the enemy yet.
Exactly.
You want to upgrade all your stuff, get all the prayer beads before moving on to the next.
Just like you can still get 100% if you're going for 100% after completing the game, and that is very nice. It's kind of a like ridiculous thing that games don't do that. Yeah, I think like at least in Demon Souls and Dark 1 and 2, like beating the final boss means you're forced into your credits.
No.
But I don't remember if it means forcing New Game Plus or not. Either way, having the choice here, it's good shit. I'm glad that that's a nice convenience. So yes, Everblossom. Oh, the color of the day literally changes. Please stuff the other things in his mouth too. Just like, okay, but also here's the branches. Here's the wax. Here's the tears.
Don't be a baby. Swallow all of it.
Just cook a gumbo, you know? You know, the Mortal Blade... Oh. The beheading instead. Or... Wait, so...
I don't think he'll be able to sculpt anything then.
Yeah, okay, so there... Huh. What's the difference with these items? Looking kind of cool. Good job, kid.
行かれるのですね。はい。私も人として懸命に生き、そして死のうと思います。我が忍びがそうしてくれたように。エマ殿にもお世話になりました。
Gray hair looks cool when you're young. I like it.
A few string or the whole hair?
Yeah, you know, you can strand it up or even the whole. I'm not opposed to it. Okay, so So the Immortal Severance ending is if the wolf chooses to remain loyal to Kuro, the goal becomes to sever the divine heir's immortality. The dragon heritage has led to a lot of suffering. Kuro is ready for it to stop. So you give him the dragon tears, and then you sever immortality, fulfilling his wishes and killing him. The Purification ending, by giving the tears and the Ever Blossom, Wolf ends the immortality. Wolf kills himself with the Mortal Blade, killing the only remaining immortal. Kuro gets to continue his life as a normal boy. Okay, so that's what just happened there. Gotcha. No. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, no, I'm just imagining like a sequence where like there's additional like each ending is just an extra cutscene added after the, like if this was made a while ago, where it loads, he feeds him the dragon tears, and then then he loads giving him the other ingredient, and then the third one.
Yeah, all game would do that.
You know, just add like Mortal Kombat 4.
You just upgrade it from a good ending to a best ending, and then to the perfect ending.
Mortal Kombat 4, where you just add another 5 seconds to change the entire context, you know? The Mortal Blade, like, you're using it, the fact that you're using it to, like, sever immortality as well as kill people, like, do damage, do bad, like, hurt bad guys, kill bad guys, but also save good people, is interesting because it reminds me of, there's moments in, like, Guilty Gear lore, and in a couple, there's another movie I'm thinking of where, like, it's like, you use an attack to defeat the bad guy, but then you also have to use that attack to save somebody, but
fuck,
it's all in your intention.
Hold on,
does that ring a bell?
Oh, I'm trying.
I feel like there's something where it's like you had to like stab somebody, but you had to be thinking of, it's like, do it fucking Star Wars episode 3 episode 9. Right?
Okay, sure.
At the end...
but I wasn't thinking...
You weren't just thinking of Star Wars.
No.
But at the end of Star Wars, he's like, strike me down, and then you'll take my place, right? And she's like, no! But it's like, okay, but you killed him anyway, just using different methods, and that meant you didn't repeat the cycle? Because your intentions were different? You killed him in a different way. You know, doing it with the lightsaber means you're stuck to this path, but bouncing the lightning back means you stay pure somehow. Yeah, that's what it was. And I was like, so fucking... your emotions make a difference behind what the blade... what the kill means, you know? Right. Is there's something else you're thinking of there? Yeah.
I know there's something else. I cannot remember it. Like, I know, I like the act of like killing evil, but to purify them, to save them. Like you don't kill evil to kill evil. You kill them to save them. You know?
Sure. Yeah. As long as your intentions are good, you'll totally save them by stabbing them super hard. And then smiling, and then they'll go, "Thank you," as they fade to white.
Yes.
Thank you for stabbing me. Now I'm free.
Yeah.
And the exact same method as the second to last boss, who was like, "No, dying hurts." Yeah. All right, let's load up that third one. Although, you know, if that ending wanted to be as on point as possible, as soon as you return to the game after the credits, you should just be staring at a idol, and there should be no character there. Because you're dead. You should just be staring at the dilapidated temple with nothing. If they wanted to. Okay. So last but not least. And I'll take this as canon.
All these tears.
From me?
No, dragon tears and frozen tears. You giving.
Oh, okay. Sodium tears. Here, Woolie, eat this salt. Wolf whips out a cocktail shaker. Throw some rice in there. All of it. Balloons, syrup. Yeah, she never even met him before, right? She was like, oh, what kind of person is he? Mm-hmm.
Sayonara, minna. 私は行かねばなりません。我らの因果を断ち切るために。とても長い旅になります。それでも共に来てくださるのですか？
はい。
ありがとう、竜の忍びよ。九郎殿も喜んでおります。
Oh, that's weird. That's not what I expected
Did
at
you
all.
see Kuro's corpse disappear?
Oh,
yes.
Okay.
And I was very confused.
西に神なる竜の故郷に。
Canon tags. Unbirth.
Well, we didn't remember stuff. I think we were so busy trying to feed her persimmons and things like that.
Yeah.
She told us what she wanted to do.
But it wasn't super clear what that would look like, right? It sounded like that was the way to save the boy by removing his immortality. That's what she told us we were doing. I didn't think it also meant
That she will took the immortality.
that she would absorb him and magic vor him and then unbirth him so that he can be reborn inside of her, like, old-fashioned way. And
You're thinking she's pregnant?
Isn't that not what we just saw?
Ow!
She touched her stomach, or her, like, she touched herself.
Whoa! I totally did not see that.
What did you interpret that gesture as?
I thought she's Kuro is inside of me now. The spirit inside of me.
No. That's preggers. That's big pregnant Gregnit. That's a baby.
Was his hand on his chest or
She,
on
yeah.
belly? Yeah.
She's big preg. Huge preg on preg.
Whatever helps you sleep at night.
Divine preg.
To make sense of this thing.
And I was like, not ready for that to be the canon ending.
Oh, but we don't know that's the canon ending.
Well, if it's supposed to be
The hardest one to get.
then in
we
theory,
know.
the perfect, I don't like that.
You don't like that?
I don't like the Gregnit.
No. Okay.
And I guess that puts the wolf in the father figure role there, and he can hang around and be all cool. But it's like, man, that was weird. Second ending is a little more like, yeah, you sacrifice yourself and then the immortality goes away.
They're straightforward.
I thought it was gonna be boy dies as he wants, wolf dies to save boy.
Yeah.
And then we both survive.
Both survive, and immortality gave it to the girl.
Sure.
Yeah.
Or it goes back to the dragon, which in this case she becomes the dragon. So
Yeah.
back to its source.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like,
which is basically what did happen, but it didn't happen in a straightforward way. They just mixed in a little bit of unbirth into the sitch and kind of shoved that poor kid back inside.
But he's happy though. She said he is happy.
But you didn't have to go back to that state, right? You could choose where you want to, like, reincarnate. So, for example, when you beat Shadow of the Colossus, you reincarnate on the ground as a baby already born. You didn't have to get squeezed out a second time.
Okay.
So they could have fast-forwarded that process at any point to any point, but they decided specifically to go with that one. Or what if they wanted to go earlier, Min? What if they said, all right, you're going to be now, part of you is going to go into her, but then your little sperm is going to go right back into Sekiro's balls. And then
Sekiro's balls.
Yeah, and then now
Why Sekiro though?
Well, because you're nearby. You're the closest one there.
Oh,
you know?
okay. By process of elimination,
and then
the only one alive.
And then you have to have a kid, and then once you do, then he'll be born. You understand? So that's weird.
I think it's really hard to understand your thing. You gotta write a thesis about this and then publish it so that the whole world understand this game better than so better because with your help.
I'll give you my thesis right now. When you reincarnate somebody without their immortality, you can choose any time frame, and that can be from sperm hits egg all the way up to baby going wah 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 on its own.
Okay.
The further back you go, the weirder it gets. So
don't go too far.
Wander.
Don't go too into your
Wander on the ground. No problem. There it is. But now we got to stick you inside somebody. That's a little weird. Why stop at the third trimester? Why not go all the way back to the basics? It's fucking weird. I don't like that. I'm not a fan of that. So instead of the Everblossom, the Dragon's Homecoming ending has the wolf collect frozen tears from the Child of Rejuvenation. Handing over these with the dragon's tears doesn't technically sever the heritage. Instead, all those affected head west, returning the dragon's blood to the birthplace of the divine dragon. The ending removes the temptation of the dragon's heritage from the human world. So immortality is no longer going to be a problem. And that's good.
Just the prego problems.
Just the prego problems. And that's bad. Or at the very least, a little weird. Because also Kuro had a mind and a memory, and he was a person. So, how much Kuro is in there now? Is Kuro kind of, aware of the fact that he's chilling in a womb? Do.
Mom, give me more food.
She has no control over that. I know I'm hooked up umbilically. Let me just throw a kick out for good measure, though.
I got a question, though, right?
How much does he know?
And also, she produced rice, right? So the belly produced rice to feed her child, so she doesn't need to eat?
Well, I would assume the normal process of, nutrients being passed through the umbilical cord is happening.
So does she vomit the rice out and then consume the rice after?
No. I appreciate your yes but I don't think that's necessary. I'm just saying normal process, Normal process. But he's in there. But he more importantly and more horrifically, he might have his mind, and he might be like I can kick a kick some like I can SOS or use like Norse code
if he's bored,
on the stomach to be like, hey guys, I'm in here. You know? So that's weird. So I hope at the very least he's in there without his memories, because otherwise you're basically stuck in a weird flesh prison. If not a
it's only not 9 months.
It's not 9 months because she's already advanced by at least a bit.
Well, okay.
But perhaps even sensory deprivation chamber for a while, you know? I don't know. So wait, what, is she not pregnant? Is that why did everyone read that as pregnant and I read that as pregnant, and now some of you saying she's not pregnant? So then what's the deal?
Oh.
So what's up with that? So fight it. Fight. Everybody fight. Sort it out. We'll come to a conclusion.
Hey, we're done.
We are done. What did we want to check out? The Ishin
fight
memory detail? I believe.
Do you still want the Shura ending?
If we do,
because that's still a cool fight. The other version of Ishin that you didn't beat.
Let's check out what that person was saying. Attack power, confront memory, Saint Ishin. Cool. Battle memory of an extraordinary foe. One who returns from the great beyond does so at the peak of their prosperity. Ishin coveted strength and all manner of techniques throughout his mortal struggle. He wished for war until his final hour, and that is precisely what he got. Interesting.
The peak, huh?
Interesting.
It's interesting that the peak of your power, of his power, is when he gets old, very old, and he's like that's the peak of his power.
Yeah, it's you don't really get to enjoy it for that long in the end, unfortunately. But nonetheless, we met him at a time when he was quite badass. Okay, so that was a little confusing, if not a little hard to understand. And I'm not opposed to literally just getting some info off of a hot goog right now.
You want to confirm your prego theory?
Well, I just want to understand what that was. Because I really did think she put her hand on her pregnant stomach for a second there. But if it's just that her spirit is inside of him, then I'm kind of like, okay, but how does this actually save him? So I'm not 100% clear on what is actually intended.
He's not cursed anymore by the immortality. That's how you saved him.
But is he still alive and around, or will he be?
Because
will he continue to exist?
You know that she has a connection with the children who's dead, right? Like with the other spirits. And I think like Kuro became a spirit now, and you.
Okay, my take was that what Emma was trying to convince you of was a way to save him and not remove him from this mortal coil.
Yeah,
you know?
That was the ending of the second ending.
But I thought that like this third route was a way to
keep them all alive.
Keep them alive, exactly. So what she was asking you to do perhaps was a little lost on me, because I thought she had a similar intention as Emma, in that I thought Emma wanted him to be, hey, you're not immortal anymore, but you're still Kuro. And I thought that Child of Rejuvenation wanted a similar outcome.
When you think about it, it makes sense in a way, that because Emma is she's human, she's a physician, she's a doctor, so her solution is more practical. But the Child of Rejuvenation, she's a spiritual person. That's why her methods is more spiritual stuff.
Yeah, so Giving the tears to Kuro alongside the frozen tears. Divine Child performs the ritual. The cradling ritual to absorb ? Kuro within herself. Then Sekiro and the Divine Child set out to travel west to return the dragon from whence it came. Yeah. I don't understand what happens to Kuro. It's unclear. It is unclear.
Yeah. It's up
what
to
that
interpretation.
Means. Yeah. If it ain't Gregnant, then I don't know. I really did think it was like a gesture to the stomach of now I have a baby in me, giraffe. You know? Okay.
I cannot answer. I'm not cultured enough.
No, it seems most people are a little confused by that, and I think that point is made to be unclear. So I am left a little bit. Well, if it was clear, I'd be satisfied. If it's unclear, then I guess I'm a little unsatisfied about that. But the other two endings make a bit more sense, I suppose. Okay.
So interesting thing is that you got the dragon move. What's it called again? Dragon slice?
Drive, overdrive.
When you beat Asian, you got the
drive, overdrive.
That's the move?
Yes.
Yeah. But if you beat the other Ancient from the Shura ending, you get a different move completely.
Okay.
It's cool. And you get the you get to sheath your sword, and instead of 1 slash or 2 slash, it's not Ashina squash, but it's like flurry of slash.
Oh, that's pretty sick.
Yeah, it's pretty sick.
What's the move called?
I don't know.
Let's take a look.
You get a judgment cut, basically.
Hey, that's that's what I'm saying.
Ishin.
One mind.
Yeah, one mind. Okay. Yeah, watch a video of that.
Let's take a look. Okay, I'm watching a quick video. Oh, that's stylish. Yeah, that's that's actually some Virgil shit. He does the upper slash like Virgil's launcher, and then you get a like a judgment cut afterwards. Cool. That's a very cool move. And that becomes that uses emblems as well.
I'm guessing.
Probably, right? Yeah. That's sick. That's super dope. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
We done.
Sure. Shura ending. Fuck them kids.
Fuck them kids. Become the new lords.
Daddy rules.
You know what? Watch a video.
Let's see here. Shura ending. Yeah, they're all like 2-second endings, right? So.
Yeah, so.
Okay. Let's see it. 2 minutes. Oh my god, it's dubbed in English.
But it was well worth the wait. Despite his age, few could hope to defeat a man such as Ishi. I would expect no less from my home. Now nothing stands in our way. Ashina, the interior ministers, the whole country is ours for the taking. Hey, the Kanzai Manusura.
I learned it from watching you, alright? I learned it from watching you.
You taught me to betray.
Exactly, with the same backstab, right?
Hey, I even put flames around for fire for flavor, just like you did to me.
Oh, you didn't take the kid out? Kid's still around? Yeah, the future is now, old man. Evolve or die.
You're... You can't be Shura!
The voice act. The voice. Oh man.
Soldiers and townfolk alike died by the thousands. Very few survived. Ashina became the setting for the most tragic massacre of the Sengoku era. And for a long time after, it was said a demon lurked the land.
And this ending has the most going on.
It's the longest one, right?
Yeah. You can't be Shura. Are you okay? Buster Wolf. All right. Yeah. That has the most going on and makes the most sense. And one turn begets another, so that's cool. Yeah. What else is there to say? Hey.
Hey, congratulations!
Did I finish my plate?
Congratulations!
Did I finish my plate? I finished my plate. All right.
Mm-hmm.
Most of it.
Mm-hmm.
Just
missing a little bit of vegetables over here, but
I beat Emma. I fought him. I saw it.
You tried.
I did it.
You tried.
It's there. We can fucking. Anyway, I just.
We're good.
Not that anyone will get off my nuts, but there we've finished one of several courses, and did it. So yay.
Favorite part of the game.
Favorite part of the game might still be Lady Butterfly. Am I getting that right?
Wow. Granny Butterfly.
Sure.
No, Lady Butterfly, but I was just because
might still be her because she was the introduction to what the game's boss battles are going to be. And I didn't know what they were going to be. And she's also a real, the moment you start going back and forth with her, that's where it's like, yeah, this is not Souls. This is something else.
Okay.
Right? Because the parry and deflect and posture tug of war, when you're up close, you cannot do that in those games. Those games are not meant for that to happen, right? Because Souls games bosses don't stagger 9 out of 10 times. The few that do are for a reason, usually because the boss is really difficult in other ways, or they're
that's part of the mechanic.
Yeah, exactly. There's a boss named Flame Lurker where you hit him and he staggers, and it's meant to be because he's otherwise all over the place. But most bosses are these fat tanks, and all you can do it's the super boss, right?
Yeah, okay.
You're just swinging for fucking you're swinging for the fences and just trying to never get touched, because 2 mistakes and you're dead, right? Maybe 3. And that granny fight is the rhythm gets introduced, and it's also a super amazing character environment. You walk into the burning pillar room, it's so sick. So that might still be my favorite. the challenge of these end game bosses is immensely satisfying. You know, I'm very full after today. I had a lot to eat and it was a struggle, and I did the thing where it's like, okay, show me the pattern, you know, and now I got it. And then when you get it, you have it down, and then you're just reacting to, you know, one of 15 things.
The struggle is to learn the fight, but once like you got the fight and you execute it, it's beautiful.
Exactly.
Like, yeah.
Yeah. I was really like, honestly, like if that double lightning moment was so sick, and I'm so bummed that I was already in the air that I didn't have time for the clearance, because a double lightning right there would have been like fucking clutch. But like, yeah, that is all really cool. But the exam is all stuff that you kind of know. You know, you're seeing the coolest versions of shit that you're aware of, and the lightning and all that stuff. But like that Lady Madame Butterfly is like, whoa, wait, what is this game? You know? So yeah, that stands out to me. What about you?
Me? It would be the part where you fight Genichiro for the first time, when you get introduced into his lightning attack for the first time.
So Genichiro 2.
Yes, you're right. Genichiro 2.
Genichiro 2.
Yeah, on top of the building there. And that was like, because it was my first time there, I struggled, and I was like, wow, this is scary. You know, this game scares me in terms that I don't want to get hit. But I mean, all Souls games is like that, I suppose. Like, like each hit deals a fuck ton of damage. But when I hit them, they take a pixel of damage. I'm like, what the fuck is that? How is that fair? You know? But
yeah. I will say this, man. As much as I'm playing through and enjoying the fuck out of Neo 1 right now, Neo 1, like, it doesn't have these types of moments of spectacle, you know? Neo 1 doesn't have the budget that, like, Sekiro starts big dicking at the end. Those last couple fights start really swinging themselves around, and, like, the Divine Dragon fight, where it's just a victory lap, it's just a flex. So far, Neo has had just, like, very structured system of bosses and challenges that you enjoy. But yeah, I haven't been introduced into a jumping lightning parry fucking riposte, you know, landing into a mortal draw. Like, it's very, very, very fucking stylish. And that's what FromSoft is like flexing here. And they usually don't, you know? Like, if you at least compare it to what they did and what the previous Miyazaki games were like, the combat doesn't tend to go that over the top. It's a lot more calm. Tenchu games even tend to be a little more calm. You know, did you ever play Tenchu?
Yeah, I don't remember the boss fights in Tenchu. I only remember it's a stealth game.
It was about the stealth.
Yeah.
It wasn't about any boss fights. You know, it really was just stealth. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
This thing starts slamming into like Otogi 2 levels of like Japanese flying through the air spectacle, and like Okami, you know, like high Japanese fantasy, in a way that like none of those previous games I mentioned do. So yeah, it nails that stuff, and that's better than the sum of its parts. I've elaborated on, of course, the other bits that I don't like as much, but for this, yeah, the fact that they have a boss rush now included is like awesome, beautiful, thank God, great, sweet, you know. And yeah, hey Miyazaki, stop fucking with the fucking save system. Just let people play their fucking save and then make their choices, and allow them to go and undo their progression.
You can actually have multiple saves file, like adding from that's why there's a load screen, because every time you hit the new game, it adds a new slot. But Like
it's
you cannot,
it's still a whole new game.
yeah, but you cannot control over that one slot.
No,
right?
one slot, one slot.
Yeah, one slot.
New game is just like slot 2 is a whole new character.
Yeah.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah. Don't like that.
And also, I see that there's new boss moves in the boss rush. That's cool. I like that. Also, I mean, it wasn't in the design, right? But I think a lot of people were hoping for more than just swordplay. And now that the game has teased you with enemies doing big spear, big cannon, you know, like the enemies you fight have a variety of weapons, but you do not. You have tools that are secondaries.
Yeah.
But if I want to commit to a flame vent primary weapon, I should have been able to do so. If I wanted to commit to an umbrella as my primary weapon, I should have been able to do so. The prosthetics end up being cool to have in this way, but like the real meat and potatoes, this game would have been so much sicker if all of those ninja tools were optional primary weapons with movesets, you know?
Yeah, the game is too the build is too narrow.
Yeah. Imagine fucking learning different flame vent attacks and parries and systems to deal with different bosses, you know? You've got to fight one of those fucking Ashina Cross users using a flame vent and like, all right, you stagger him and, you know, it would have been, there's so much fun that you could have had with that weapon variety.
But that's the Souls games do that, right?
They certainly do.
So it's weird that Sekiro doesn't do that.
I mean, it's a direct comparison, certainly, to the previous Miyazaki games. But even if you didn't want to include those in the discussion, weapon variety is fun in video games. Period. You know, it doesn't just have to be that. Like you go to any games where they allow you to. You know, I don't know, fucking Ninja Gaiden, right? You can switch to other weapons. You can get the big old fucking staff, and you can get a couple other things. And
Okay,
you know, I mean, obviously, any Devil May Cry character action game shows off weapon switching and things like that. But I mean, it doesn't matter. Mega Man lets you pick. You know, weapon variety is fun. That's all. And in this case, we literally did have the weapon variety. They just kind of put them in a passive role as opposed to an active one,
and limited.
Yes.
The emblem sucks.
Yes. Because they didn't want to put stamina in, so they had to put in emblems instead, which is like worse than stamina because it just makes your extras consumables. Totally. But let's leave it there.
Yeah.
You know, that's my final thoughts on the matter. Thank you for putting up with all of this over the course of 2 years, and fucking stick a fork in it. It's done.